back with the #1 television program for pro wrestling worldwide.
Last month, Jimmy Big Rig Mitchell, you got yourself a victory over Todd Quality in a 6-man tag match, but you know, and both Todd and I know, one-on-one, you couldn't beat either of us, so in my eyes, you're just one lucky trucker. It's a family show.
In case you got lost in his nostrils, that was Lance Skulls, wrestling fans, and I am Mad Dog Marty Sugar. Big West Wrestling's 11th anniversary weekend is almost here, and we've got a lot of chatter tonight about lucky number 11, which comes to you live from the Rutland Centennial Hall on Friday, November 18th. Doors are at 6:30, not 6, not 3:30 in the afternoon, 6:30, and last-minute hard copy tickets can be purchased at Players Choice Sports on 470 Costin Avenue downtown, or at Pitch Black Tattoo, 213 Rutland Road North, literally across the street from Rutland Centennial Hall. Tickets will be available at both buildings until, I don't know, noonish? It depends when I wake up, to be perfectly honest. And to be perfectly honest, my friends, my health has been struggling. One of the many reasons that I will only be hosting the shows this weekend. As much as I get stressed out about going to the doctor, and I know a lot of us do, it's Movember, and it's time for us men to figure it out. We gotta take care of ourselves if we're gonna be around to help mentor the next generation. Doesn't matter if you're a wrestler, a musician, a plumber, we need you, and we love you. And speaking of the next generation, here's some young guns from Vancouver Island, looking to make a splash this Friday night.
November 18th, Evan Ashford, Matt Maverick, up against me and Johnny Roscoe in an Island Rules tag match. So on November 18th, welcome to your nightmare.
November 18th, Evan Ashford brings along Matt Maverick, and Johnny Rostin brings along the worst thing in your living nightmare, Jake Kruger. Ashford, if you thought the beating was bad the last time I met with you in Big West, then you're wrong. I want you all to watch closely as we take Matt Maverick and Evan Ashford and make a fool out of them all the way in Kelowna. Last time it took me a little more than 3 minutes to send you back. This time it won't matter how long it takes for us to beat you into the ground. I will see both of you on the 18th in Rutland. And once again, this is personal.
Ladies and gentlemen, on November 18th in Rutland, BC, for Big West Wrestling, Evan Ashford, Johnny Rostin, they have some unfinished business. But this time, they're bringing some people with them. While Rostin's got Jake Kruger, Evan Ashford's got yours truly, Matt Maverick. If I recall, the last time we were all in the ring together, me and Ashford were the ones that had our hands raised for victory. And I promise you, on the 18th in Rutland, history's going to repeat itself.
Big West Wrestling, I'm returning to the Okanagan on November the 18th to face my longtime rival yet again. But this time, it's an Island Rules Tornado Tag Team match. It's going to be me and Matt Maverick versus Johnny Rawson, Jake Kruger. All competitors are great wrestlers. Johnny Rawson, obviously, he's a tremendous talent. You've seen it before on September the 9th against me. Jake Kruger, none of you have seen him yet. But trust me and him, we're pretty tight. I wouldn't say we're best of friends, but we get along. Jake is just on the other side of things this time. I'm not going to hold any grudges. It's just business. And Matt Maverick, well, hey, he's the one who got me the first victory I ever have in professional wrestling. He led our four-man team to win. Coincidentally, also against Johnny Rawson and Jake Kruger. Now, Johnny Rawson, my problem with you is that even though I will admit you were handedly beating me in our match in September the 9th, you still decided to go low, literally, just because I was climbing to the top rope. Honestly, I don't really get it. But I'm going to make sure that this rivalry we've had all throughout British Columbia will be ended November the 18th. I'll see you there.
I like all four of these kids. They all have a ton of potential. Fun fact, I've known Jake Kruger since he was literally in preschool. I gotta say though, Evan Ashford is too nice for his own good. He spent all his time talking about friendships and respect. And listen, Evan, this is the wrestling business. You gotta make the most of every damn opportunity. To quote the late great Bobby the Brain Heenan, a friend in need is a pest. But seriously, the big question here is, will three of the four guys in this Island Rules tag match be looking too far ahead? Hold that thought as we will discuss it in more detail this Thursday on Throwdown.
Big West Wrestling. November 18th, Jack Pride versus Shreds. Now, we're coming from Alberta to BC. We understand trying to get you morons to cheer for us would be like trying to skate uphill. It's a losing battle. So instead, we're going to do what we do best. We're going to come in to your company, take your hero, your fan favorite, whoever you decide to throw at us, and we are going to beat them within an inch of their life and stomp their head into the Pride, why do you have to be such a jerk all the time? Yes, we're coming from Alberta. Yes, they're probably not going to cheer for us, but that doesn't make them morons. That just means they haven't seen us yet, so that they don't know that we're absolutely going to beat the wheels off Shreds. So we just need to teach them, right? Because that's what you say. You know, Jack, that's actually a really good point. Big West, your fans, they might be morons. They might just not be educated yet. So the free education from yours truly, the man of two minds, Jack Pride.
We at Big West Wrestling have really been looking forward to finally getting the man of two minds, Jack Pride, out here to the Okanagan, as we know both of them will surely entertain our fans. And this matchup was going to be Eli Surge, ladies and gentlemen, always messing with Big West management. What a character. But on a more serious note, scheduling conflicts will keep Shreds from being in action on Friday. We are super disappointed, and while we figure out who Pride will face instead, we've got a roster replacement for you. Former Rutland Rumble, Grapple Bowl, and Big West television title winner, Chucky Lee Ray. Yes, another of Kelowna's favorites is back in Rutland, so don't miss out.
Hello there, Big West Wrestling. It is yours truly, the funky one, Joe Funk, here to talk to you, the Big West Wrestling fans, about a very serious problem that's going on right now in Big West Wrestling. And that serious problem is none other than your Big West Wrestling Internet Champion, Rick Jules. Now, Rick Jules is currently representing the company across the Pacific Northwest and across Canada. And the problem here is that this representation is not that of a wrestler. No, because Rick Jules, he is not just some wrestler. No. Rick Jules is a dirty fighter. Rick Jules is sick and twisted. Rick Jules is nothing more than some little bully who never grew up. And right now, that little bully is the Big West Wrestling Internet Champion. And there's something wrong with that picture. So November 18th, Joe Funk is going to go stand up to that bully. And I'm going to take that belt right out of his hands. And it's not going to be in some street fight, no disqualification, silly match with some stipulations. Because I know that's what you want, Jules. No, you and I are going to be having a traditional wrestling match. Which means, just like in October, you're going to lie down for me 1, 2, 3. And by the end of November 18th, Big West Wrestling is going to have the funkiest champion.
The only man to walk away unscathed was Joe Funk. And that is something I need to rectify very soon.
Creepy threats and videos notwithstanding, Joe Funk will get his first shot at the Big West Internet title this Friday night at Rutland Centennial Hall. Can Funk outdo lightning and strike twice in Kelowna? Can Rick Jules avenge his October 14th loss to the new #1 contender for his championship? You'll have to be there in Rutland to find out. Online tickets can be purchased via the link below this video through Eventbrite. Don't miss lucky number 11, live on Friday, November 18th from Rutland Centennial Hall. And of course, the main event on November 18th will be the 12th Annual Rutland Rumble. This annual event has survived through 3 different wrestling promotions, and I'm proud to say I was the first ever winner, all the way back in 2009. The list of winners have been impressive, including Shreds, Casey Andrews, Kyle Sebastian, Chucky Lee Ray, and this year's Big West Hall of Fame inductee, the Cougar Meat Kid Colin Cutler, the only man to ever have to defend a championship in the Rumble itself. The Rutland Rumble is your standard Rumble match where 2 competitors start out and then another competitor enters the fray at timed intervals. The only way to be eliminated is to throw someone over the top rope and both of their feet must touch the floor for that wrestler to be considered eliminated. An interesting bit of trivia, no one has ever won 2 Rutland Rumbles. Could this year be the year? Here's words from some people who think they have what it takes to win the 12th Annual Rutland Rumble.
November 18th. The 11th anniversary of Big West Wrestling's proud of you, you're getting older. And the 12th anniversary of the Rutland Rumble. Not to be confused with the Kelowna Kerfuffle. That's something completely different. And is Todd Quality gonna win? Yup.
Finally. No more cancellations, no more injuries. Matt Maverick makes his debut for Big West Wrestling. And on November 18th, I'm entering the Rutland Rumble. And I'm going to go the distance. I promise you that. I'm going to eliminate as many people as I need to guarantee that I get that title shot. I'll see you in Rutland.
Big West Wrestling, you turn 11 years old, and happy birthday to you guys. And the best part is, your present is, I'm coming back to Kelowna on November the 18th, and I'm coming to win that Rutland Rumble. So get ready, Big West Wrestling. Because it doesn't matter who's in there, from the Mauler to Jack Pride to Rick Jules to even that old boy Marty Sugar. It doesn't matter. Because on Friday, November the 18th in Rutland, I'm coming. And when I return to Big West Wrestling for the first time in a long time, I guarantee Steven Styles is walking out the Rumble winner and going for that title. Get ready. Get your tickets.
On Friday, November 18th, I make my return to Big West Wrestling to enter the 12th Annual Rutland Rumble. And let me tell you something, I may be older, I may be slower, but I'm a hell of a lot smarter. And it's going to be a hard time for anyone trying to get me up and over that top rope. So I can tell you this, the winner of that Rutland Rumble is going to be me, Old Man Mauler.
Last minute hard copy tickets can be purchased at Players Choice Sports on 470 Costin Avenue downtown or at Pitch Black Tattoo, 213 Rutland Road North, literally across the street from Rutland Centennial Hall. Tickets will be available at both buildings until, I don't know, noonish.